Hello dear students, welcome back. Today we are discussing about our last section, that is some natural resources are limited. We already discussed in the first section that there are two types of resources. There are exhaustible natural resources and inexhaustible natural resources, isn't it? Exhaustible natural resources are those resources which are present in limited amounts. For example, we discussed about coal and petroleum. So we understood that some natural resources are very limited because it took millions of years to make in the production of a natural resource. It's done by nature itself, so we can't do anything for that. We can't make them in the laboratory. We can't make a coal or petroleum in the laboratory. It took millions of years and it is by the natural process only it is getting converted into this fuels, that is coal and petroleum. So some natural resources are limited because of their availability, that is they are available in a limited amount in the earth. And also if even they are available in a definite amount, we have to conserve something for our next generation, isn't it? Then only they also will enjoy all the things that we enjoyed in our life. So the next generation that is coming in this earth to have to enjoy this, all natural resources that are enjoyed by us. So we have to conserve for them. So we have to use the natural resources very judiciously. Second thing, we can't overuse the resources because it causes air pollution. For example, coal, it produces a lot of air pollution. So we have to check that manner also. And global warming. What is global warming? The increase in temperature. So the temperature of the earth increases when we use this type of coal or petroleum in an increased amount. If the carbon monoxide gas and carbon dioxide gas increase in the earth, that will cause global warming. Okay, right. And then, so for our environment, for the sake of environment, we have to use this resource in a very judicious manner, which means in the essential conditions only we have to use them. Now, PCRA, that is the Petroleum Corporation Research Associates, or you can see that in your page number 61, Petroleum Corporation Research Associates. They are a group of scientists. They advise the drivers in our country to use the petroleum judiciously because we have to conserve the petroleum. So they they give 4 advices for the drivers. The 4 advices are given in your textbook. You have to read it. The first one is to off your engine when you are waiting in a traffic signal. If you are waiting in a traffic signal, we have seen this thing. So many vehicles are just keeping started on for 3 minutes. If it is 90-second traffic light, they are waiting till that. So we are losing our natural resource, petrol. We are losing our petrol for that thing. It's not only based on our economy. If we have more cash, it does not mean we can spend more petroleum. We have to conserve. We have a duty in this society. If we are living in a society, as a person, we have some duties. So we have to conserve it for the next generation too. So we have to off our vehicle when it is not in use. Then always go in a moderate speed or constant speed. What is moderate or constant speed? Same speed. If we increase the speed at some time and decrease it very fastly in the next moment and again increasing in the next moment, that causes a lot of loss in the amount of petrol. It does keep our money also. It gives us much expense for petroleum also. So in order to get good mileage, you can advise your parents to go in a moderate speed. If you are going in 40 km per hour, just go in 40 km per hour itself. If you are going in 50 km per hour, just go in that speed itself. Don't decrease and increase it even often. Okay. And next, third point is ensure correct tire pressure. So we have to maintain the air pressure in the tires. We have to check the air pressure. If one of the tire have more pressure and the other one have less air pressure, what happens? It also causes a imbalance in the vehicles and causes to take more diesel or petrol from our vehicle. So that also we have to check. And the fourth point is regular maintenance of the vehicle. We have to maintain regularly. We have to check the engine. We have to give out regular oiling of the engine, vehicle, then only we can get the full use of our vehicle in a very less expensive method. It does not keep us less expensive only, but also it helps us to conserve the petroleum or the fuels for the next generation. So that's all about the chapter. See, in this chapter we discussed about exhaustible and inexhaustible natural resources. Then we discussed about coal, petroleum. In coal we discussed about 3 products of coal. Then coke, coal tar and coal gas. In the case of petroleum, we discussed about what is petroleum, the formation of petroleum, then refining of petroleum, what is petroleum refinery, what are the constituents of a petroleum. That all we discussed in the case of petroleum. Then we go into the section natural gas, CNG. Yesterday we discussed CNG, compressed natural gas. Then in the last topic we discussed some natural resources are limited. So why we have to limit the use of natural resources, that is told in this section. Hope you understand this section. Hope you understood. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.